Hey guys, sorry it's taken me a little bit longer than the week I promised to get this video up, but here are the completed sandbag emplacements. So this is the first one here. It's one of the razor wire ones. I've still got a little bit of work to do on the rust effects, but as you can see we've got a little impaled zombie head. This is from the Mantic zombie range. Now I've just painted this with rotting flesh undercoat, then gave the sort of bloody areas a cover of red gore, filled in the bone areas with bleached bone, and then I gave the whole thing a Ajax Earthshade and Nun Oil wash, and then I've gone over it a couple of times with some of the Model Mates weathering liquids. I've used the mould and the moss green just to give it that sort of green rotting sheen. The sandbags, I went over them in a couple of different places with 3 or 4 of the new weathering powders I got a couple of weeks ago. So I used light earth, medium earth, dark sand and black soot. And I did the same back here on the concrete areas, and in the sort of rubble I've gone over with some medium earth and stuff like that. Just giving the other things, the bags and the guns and that sort of stuff, just a quick wash. I still need to go back and do some highlights on some of this, but it's up to a pretty decent standard. You'll see there's a little bit of snow flecks in there. That's from my anti-shine varnish. It tends to kick out a couple of small white flecks when I do it, especially at the end of a can, which I'm currently at now. But overall it's not too bad. So that's the first one. And then we got the second one here. So this is the one with the impaled commissioner from the Forge World Lord Zuffa kit. And then it's got a shield, Roman shield from Anvil Industries. I still need to paint some iconography on here. I'll probably put an Imperial Fist symbol or something like that, maybe just up in this corner. I may just go with the quick option of slapping a decal on there and then varnishing it up. And then it's got a Imperial Fists Veteran Sergeant helmet just sitting down the back. I painted it quite quickly last night, so there's a little bit of touch-up work to do where the paint's bled a little bit. So again, just had some weathering powders thrown on it, and then for the rusts I've used a slightly different technique to what I've used in the past, which is I went over it firstly with a watered down Model Mates rust liquids, and then I went back with some of the Forge World aged rust just to get these darker brown patches in there as well. So that's number 2. Number 3, this one's the one with the wooden posts holding stuff up. So again, just a quick wash over the bags just to bring out the detail a little bit more. I've painted in the buckle clips and stuff as well. The weathering powders, I went over the tips of the wood with some black soot weathering powders as well, just to show it's sort of been blown apart and burnt and stuff like that. It's got the gun in the back, and then this little sensor Vox unit, whatever it is. I put the rust effects on there. I still need to go through and paint these 2 lenses. I do that after I put the anti-shine varnish on everything, otherwise you lose the gloss effect. So that's the third one. And then number 4. So this one is probably my favourite one of the lot. I really like how the sort of broken little Waratahs with steel reinforcement. I'm not sure if they're called Waratahs in the rest of the world, but that's what we call them down here. And then you've got the really rusty barbed wire and stuff around the front. And then at the back we've just got this sort of rusty teleport Homer thing just sitting on a base plate, which I think is from a Predator. I think it's the one of the tank sponsons. I still need to go back through and just put a little bit more highlighting into the lights here just to give it a little bit of sort of OSL sort of glow effect. So yeah, those are the 4. Now one of the questions I was asked on one of the previous videos is, do they fit a Imperial Guards heavy weapons team? Now I don't have any heavy weapons teams myself, but if I grab one of these, so this is one of my Hyperios platforms, you'll see it fits in quite nicely behind there, and sort of gives nice good cover So I think the Imperial Guard platforms are on a 60mm base as well, so they will fit perfectly in behind there. And then if I grab one of my Space Marines, so just dropping everything in the background. So this is one of my kneeling heavy weapons troopers. You'll see it's basically the perfect height for a kneeling model, and then a standing model. Again, it comes up to about chest height, so nice good cover. So yeah, I'm really happy with how these models turned out. It's a nice simple way to base them, just on a CD. Really nice detail. You'll see there's some cross hatching and stuff on the top of the sandbags there, which comes out really nicely once you put some dry brushing or some weathering powders on it. It brings out the detail. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking these out. They're from Terranscapes, and they were quite a good price actually. So check it out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers.